All right. So today we have a mock interview of Atul. So we'll take the mock for Atul. So Atul, you can come on the camera. Hmm. Okay. All right, Atul. So I will spotlight you. Okay. And this will be like a proper TCS interview. So all these students over here, just watch his answers. I will ask for your observation at the end, and I will give my feedback later. All right. So uh, okay. So listen carefully, and I will definitely would like to notice your observation that what did you observe, and I will anyway give a detailed feedback. Okay, so it will give you an idea what kind of questions can be asked and how to tackle them. All right, Atul, ready?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Nobody will speak in between till the interview is ended. All right, only I will ask Atul questions. Okay, and nobody will drop the call as well. Okay, this is very important. You should see a live demonstration of the mock interview. Okay. All right, Atul. So, Atul, let's start with your introduction. So, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir, first of all. So, sir, as you know, my name is Atul Singh. I hail from Satna, Madhya Pradesh. I have done my secondary education from Satna itself. Thereafter, I completed my BTech in civil engineering and currently pursuing my MBA in marketing from IMS DAVB Indore. I have done my internship in ITC Limited as a sales intern. Apart from my academics, I'm a divisional level cricket player, former house captain. And talking about my hobbies, so I love to travel, do some kinds of plantation activities and cooking as well. So, this is a brief introduction about me.
All right. Atul, I can see that you have done civil engineering first and then you went for doing marketing. So, civil engineering itself is, one of the a good profession. Okay. So, I'm sure you would have taken it out of choice. So, what was the reason not to continue the career in civil engineering and going for marketing?
Sir, actually, in civil engineering, the most of the work is on execution side. But I want to be a role where, consulting role or where the customer centric role or where I directly interact with customer. Apart from that, in civil engineering, the opportunities is limited. And talking about marketing, so marketing provides me a plethora of opportunities, and it also gives me the upper side that to deal with the different kinds of students and to interact with diverse background students. So that's why I opted for marketing.
No, but in civil engineering also, you can take up roles where you can be a consultant about, different civil engineering problems. You can be an architect, you can be an interior designer. There are so many things, right? Nowadays, people are talking about green buildings, energy saving, sustainability. So I don't think so. Civil engineering has a limited scope, and sustainability, as of now, is one of the most discussed thing. Okay, and creating sustainable buildings that are, energy efficient is one of the priority of different countries. So why do you think that civil engineering was not having scope?
Sir, actually, I passed from tier 3 college, so I am not having that kind of opportunities at that particular time. Also, I feel like I don't want to work in very niche sector. And as you're talking about environment friendly building, so yes, many of the countries like Netherlands, Finland are doing well in sustainable building. But as if now in India, so the scope is limited, and few of the companies like Fcons Infrastructure and and Shapoorji Pallonji are doing great in that business. But I didn't get any kind of opportunity to go in such big company. So the scope is limited for me. That's why.
Okay. Uh, but you choose civil engineering for some reason, right?
Sir, actually, while I was in 12th, so I want to go in army. So choosing civil engineering will gives me a kind of technical degree because in army or in CDS examination there would be a technical entry also. So that's why I opted for civil engineering. And few of my family members are also in civil engineering domain. So since childhood, I came to know about how infrastructure is building. I am very curious about how bridges are to be constructed in a very deep river beds. So that motivates me to pursue my civil engineering. But as I go deep in civil engineering, I am more interested in strategic management or where decision making would be really helpful. So this is the transition that I made.
So what about your army love? What happened to that?
Sir, actually, I got through a technical entry, but I was not medically fit. I am having bone knees and fat foot, so I'm medically out. So that's why.
So was it recommended?
Yes, sir, I was recommended, but I
So
was medically unfit.
you have cleared SSB
Yeah, I have cleared.
and you
I
got
cleared the
diagnosed.
whole 5 day process.
Oh, interesting. That was for army or which like uh, army, air force or navy? Which one?
So it's for army, and for army the army that are deployed for infrastructure development. So for that one.
Oh, okay. Very particular. All right. Who is the current chief of Indian Army?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it.
I can see in your resume you have 2 years of gap after your engineering. What you were doing?
Sir, as I told that I was preparing for CDS and CDS examination. So for that, I have taken my drop year for 2 years. And unfortunately, I was not get recommended in. So I start preparing for my CMAT and CAT examination and got admission in IMSDBB. So that's why there is 2 years of gap in my resume.
All right. You did internship in ITC.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So give me the three learnings that you have got from your internship.
Sir, the first and foremost learning is I have developed a good communication and negotiation skills while doing my internship in ITC Limited.
Mm.
Second, I would say I came to know about how FMCG market works on ground and how operations, how product visibility and different kinds of theories that we have studied in MBA are directly applicable in on ground. So that's my second learning. And I would say the client approach or client handling or giving uh, onboarding new clients in the distribution channel. So is my third learning, sir.
Okay. So you mentioned about client handling, right? So what is the most important thing that is required for client handling?
Uh, so the most important thing is about satisfying your clients that what they want and what you are providing and what they want actually. Apart from that, you have to satisfy your customer, satisfy your client that all the requirements that they are seeking and we are fulfilling that also. And I would say
If we see if your product has a limitation, let's say your product is not capable enough to satisfy the client, like you said, correct? So how will you handle that? Your client wants something and your product is lacking that. Are you able to imagine the situation?
no, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm not getting it.
Let's say you said it is about satisfying the client needs, correct? Right. So for example, every company has some products, but for example, ITC has a product, right? And you will give those products to your customer or clients, and it should satisfy their needs. But what if your product has a limitation, right? That is not completely satisfying the client needs. So what you will do?
So first of all, I understand what the client requirements is and what they actually want in a product.
Hmm.
Second, I would say uh, we also want to know that what they actually want. And third, if they are concerned with about profit, as while doing my internship, so I came to know about they are much more concerned about the profit. So we should give scheme to them to boost their sales, to support them also. So these are the few things that we should do to boost our sales.
Okay. But if your client says that they are getting a better deal from your competitors, so what you will do in that case?
Sir, if talk about particularly ITC products, so yes, ITC is developing a good product first of all, and every product have their unique USPs or unique selling proposition. If you talk about Ashirwad wheat flour, so yes, it is having the good quality.
No, no, tell me the point. If your customer is telling they are getting a better deal from your competitor, okay, let's say HUL or any other PNG or anything else, okay, even the Patanjali. So how will you handle that?
So first of all, I would tell what are the USPs of ITC products, and uh, if you talk about ITC products, so uh, actually the customer also wants the ITC products, though it's limited to the price a little bit high, but we also support through scheme communication. We also support to boost your sales. We give the advertisements and also support your territory to boost your sales. So that's why I think we can overcome with our competitors as well.
Okay, which is the core competitor of ITC? Core
So,
competitor.
so
If you
core
have to
competitor
name,
is uh, sorry, sir.
yeah, which is the core competitor of ITC?
So core competitor is Hindustan Unilever, PNG,
Mm.
then Bajaj
Mm.
Consumer, and
Mm.
many of the FMCG companies as well.
How was your experience working for ITC as an intern?
So it was a great experience. I came to learn many more things in
Acha.
ITC, and working
So,
in such a brand will give me a lot of exposure as well.
so you like working in ITC, is it?
Yes, sir. I love to work in leadership because ITC have a good leadership over there. So the learning is a little bit good, I would say.
Acha. Now tell me, imagine a scenario that you are getting an offer from ITC, okay? Since you have worked there, you like the work, so they are giving you an offer. And then suppose you get an offer from TCS tomorrow, right? And then ITC is giving you, a core sales and marketing role, whereas TCS is giving you an IT role. So which one you will go for?
So definitely I will go for TCS. TCS.
Hmm.
because ITC is much more concerned for execution side, but I want to go where I should develop this strategy, I should make a decision, or I should communicate with the clients or build a healthy relationship with clients. So that's why I go for TCS.
No, in TCS also you can get execution roles. It is not like that everybody get, the client facing role. So in TCS also you can land up in, execution, in operations, not leadership. So what you will do then?
Definitely, sir. But I believe that TCS having the much more opportunities. Like if we work in operations, we work in strategic management, we work in different IT products as well, or to sell a different IT products. So we have much more opportunities over in TCS as compared to ITC.
But ITC you have already worked in. It is, the core sales and marketing role in which you have done your MBA. Don't you think it is wise to go into ITC compared to TCS? Let's be honest.
Uh, Sir, first of all, both the companies are good, but according to me, I would definitely prefer to go in TCS because of its brand value, and we are also catering the 46 plus countries, and we have many big clients, and the exposure I would get here, the international exposure, the learnings, and the leadership that I get in TCS could be really benefit to make my career uh, in long term very good, I would say.
In how many countries ITCs have business?
Uh, Sir, across 46 plus countries.
ITC.
Sorry, sir. ITC majorly exports the cigarettes business in around 13 to 14 countries.
They are
Which
into multiple businesses, right?
Yes, sir, they are into multiple businesses.
Name five businesses in which ITC is there.
So first of all, ITC is known for its tobacco business. Then it
Okay.
has hotel. Then
Okay.
it has its FMCG products.
All right.
Then it has its ITC Infotech for IT services.
Okay.
Then it has its classmates copy or packaging or paper. So these are
All
the
right.
few things.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So you have done a project in quick commerce. I can say Instamart, Blinkit, and Zepto
Yes,
industry
sir.
analysis. So what was the finding of this project?
Uh, Sir, actually, we have taken the perspective of 114 Gen Z customers and the also taking the delivering partners perspective also. So talking about Gen Z customers, so they are totally satisfied with the delivering speed, but the challenges they faced for a minimum support price or a minimum available price, or sometimes the stock out is they are not getting the stocks at the particular time. And if we talk about particular delivering partners, so they are not getting proper sanitation, proper washroom area or drinking water facilities in dark stores. They have to stand uh, in summer, winter, or any or different seasons in outside the dark stores. But yes, they are also few of them also says that they are not much literate, so they are earning a handsome amount of money for about 25 to 30,000 to support their family. So I would conclude that ITC, the quick commerce is doing great for delivering partners who want to earn their daily needs or also provide the flexible working hours. And if we talk about customer perspective, so yes, they are totally satisfied with the services that quick commerce is providing. So these are
Which
the few
one?
findings.
Which one do you prefer among Instamart, Blinkit, and Zepto?
Sir, I prefer Blinkit and Zepto, and it totally depend on the what the offers they are providing at a particular time. So that would I prefer.
Who is the CEO of Zepto?
Sir, Adit Pachalia.
Okay. Which is the parent company of Blinkit and Instamart?
Sir, for Instamart it's Swiggy, and for
Hmm.
Blinkit it's Zomato. Parent company is Eternal.
All right. Okay. I can see you have done a certification in strategy consulting from BCG, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is that?
Sir, actually, in this, sir, if you're talking about learnings, what I gained from this certificate.
Yeah. What was the learning and what
Sir,
exactly?
actually, it was developed by Boston Consulting Group. So it
Hmm.
is a two by two matrix where
Hmm.
they have taken the two perspective. First is market growth and market share,
Hmm.
and they have also categorized in four segments that
Hmm.
cash cows,
Hmm.
question marks, dogs,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
stars.
Hmm.
So, sir, I want to take with example of ITC itself
Hmm.
because BCG Metrics is analyzing with a analyzing having a company having a great portfolio just like ITC. So if we
Hmm.
talk about cash cows, so ITC cigarette business is a cash cow because they are having less market growth but high market share. So they are continuously generating good revenue. Around 30 to 40% of total revenue of ITC is generating from tobacco business. And if we talk about dogs, so ITC Infotech is not doing well. So it's rather to do some kinds of good innovation or to exit it through ITC because it is having a huge cash burn. And if we talk about question marks, so ITC FMCG business like personal care is somewhat doing good at some particular region or some particular territory, but it is not doing great. So here we learned about we need to develop a product and we need to innovate it And for stars, so they are having good market share and good market growth. And Ashirwad wheat flour is having that kinds of if you put in stars. And it also states that cash cow, which is earning a handsome amount of money, so it would divest its money to question marks and stars to develop a good amount of money from there. And also, and if we talk about the challenges or limitations of BCG matrix, so it only covers the two aspects, as I stated earlier, market growth and market share. It doesn't inculcate the economic scenario, political instability, and international economic crisis as well. So these are the few limitations that BCG matrix is having. So these are my
Okay.
findings.
Okay. Now tell me, where does Zepto fits in that matrix?
Uh, so as we talk about grocery market, so Zepto grocery market put under cash cows.
Cash
But
cows.
yes, sir, because they are also generating a good amount of money, and because in urban areas where men and women both are earning, so the revenue is also generating a handsome amount of money from grocery market. And if we talk about stars, that what are the different things they have
No,
put
no,
in.
no, no. Tell me, where is the Zepto coming in the matrix? Like, come considering the work they do, right? And so what do you think is the market share and the demand? So for that quick commerce business, so where do you will place Zepto?
Sorry, I would place in question mark.
Question mark.
Yes, sir.
All right. And how about TCS? Where do you will place TCS?
Uh, Sir, I would place TCS in star because having a good market growth and having a market share also. And we are the leading IT company, so yeah, I would put in a star.
All right. So who are the competitors of TCS?
Sir, it's Wipro, Infosys, Accenture are the competitors.
Which is bigger than TCS among all this?
Accenture, sir.
Okay. All right. Just Accenture? Any other company bigger than TCS in the core domain?
Uh, Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it, but I think TCS comes in second ranking after Accenture.
No, that's not right. We should explore more about it. All right. So you mentioned Excel, advanced Excel, right?
Yes,
Can you quickly tell me the VLOOKUP formula?
sir. VLOOKUP formula stands like is equals to VLOOKUP, lookup value,
Mhm.
lookup array, column
Mhm.
index number, and match function.
Okay. What does match function shows?
So match functions is like zero for exact match and one for approx match.
Where so when we use VLOOKUP, which one we go for? Exact match or random match, like close approx match?
So it totally depend on what kinds of value we want. If we want
Uh,
the exact match, then we use zero
uh.
for exact match. Or if we want some kinds of approximation, sometimes if the sales is around 50,500, but we want approximation of 50,000, then we use a one for approximate match.
If I have to compare different column headings and different rows, which tool I will use in Excel?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get it.
If I have to compare the data of different column headers and
Mm-hmm.
different rows and the values in it,
Sir,
which
pivot table, sir, we will use.
okay, all right. Okay, so you were a divisional level cricket player.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me one reason why India won the last World Cup.
So first of all, it's a great team, and for having a T20 World Cup, so we are having a great hitter also. So we have scored multiple, more than 200 runs multiple times, and the leadership is also good, and the leadership from the coach and from the uh, captain ends is also doing great, and the senior most players like Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya are also playing and sharing their experiences in the field. So that's why we won the World Cup T20.
Who was the man of series in the World Cup?
Uh, Sorry, sir, I'm not getting it.
Okay. IPL is coming. What do you think will win the IPL?
So most probably, I would say all the teams are competing in IPL, so we can't say any particular team. But yes, Lucknow Giant is having a good team. Then RCB is also having a good team. So I think these are the three to four teams like Chennai Super King, Mumbai Indians. So the trophies will be around in these hands.
Who won it last time?
Uh, so Royal Challengers Bangalore for the first time.
Good. Okay. So tell me one thing, like with all this, background of BTech in civil, MBA in marketing, what you will do in TCS? What do you think so?
Uh, Sir, if you talk about my engineering background, so my engineering background will gives me a strong analytical mindset, a problem solving skills. Also, my sales experience and my marketing exposure will help me to build my confidence, help me to build good communication skills, also how to interact with people and maintain a healthy relationship with them. So all this stuff will definitely helps me in TCS, as TCS is also having a pre-sales role. So my sales experience and my engineering background, that what how to solve a problem and how to approach a problem. So that both experience will gives me hand on hands while working in TCS.
Who's the CEO of TCS?
CEO, Sat, K. Srinivasan,
Okay, and who's the chairman?
Natarajan Chandrasekhan.
All right. Okay, I'm done. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. So, okay, let me have the input of others as well. Let me ask everybody now. How do you spotlight? Spotlight. All right, guys. So, how do you find the Atul's interview? आपको कैसा लगा? Okay, I will come to my feedback later.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay. All right.
Can I?
Others? Yeah, Darshan.
He's good, but he need to be calm when he's giving answer. And the one thing, like he directly said, there is no scope for the civil in India. So I think it creates a negative impact of his candidature in the front of a recruiter. There is a huge chance that they could have directly ask him, then why you choose civil if there is no scope. So he have to phrase it in a clear manner. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Good observation, Darshan. I agree with that.
Yes.
And neither
Thank you, sir.
you should say that you
Hello,
are
sir.
from you are. Let me just finish. Yeah, neither you should say you are from tier 3 college or something like that. Don't derogate your college, please. You know, it's a college that has helped you to get a degree. It has given you the education. So let's be respectful for our alma maters, right? But yeah, Darshan point is very. There's a scope in everything, and so let's not limit the scope of something and say that it's not a great area. Okay, so that was definitely a negative thing. Yeah. Yeah, somebody was telling something. I interrupted. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I think Atul is a little bit nervous. I think we should not say something like dismiss our decision to coming to MBA. I think we should phrase it something like it should amplify our decision from taking a bachelor's degree to MBA degree. And also, we should not drag so much answer if we don't know something. That will save interviews time and our time. That's it from my side.
To me, the transition was like quite practical and quite honest. Like he wanted to go in army, and he tried for that, but he also cleared it since he was not medically fit, so he could not join that, and that's where he thought to go for MBA, and that was a genuine answer. So honesty always impresses. So to me, that was a good answer. I have no problem because you have to remember, people take decisions like that only. You wanted to do something. For example, see, why are you trying for TCS? Okay, if you're a sales and marketing student. So of course you wanted to go into TCS, that is right. But yeah, another practical answer is that you might be unplaced till now. And TCS is a good opportunity that is coming now. So you wanted to grab this opportunity. So that's a practical answer also, and that shows the honesty as well. So nothing wrong in saying it, right? See, people are very practical, okay? Don't think the panels thinks differently. They think very much like us. Yes. Anybody else with other observations?
Sir,
So,
I don't want to point out
on
anything
the
wrong
basis
in
of
him.
Yeah, Mahati, that's Mahati complete. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to point out anything wrong in him, but he is a bit nervous, and even I have the problem. So we should work on that. And mainly, I respect his spontaneity towards your questions. So it's good.
See, let me tell you, Mahati and others, I knew he was nervous. And let me tell you honestly, 90% interviews that I have taken, the candidates were nervous. And let me also tell you this, when I was giving my interview, I was also nervous, right? So don't please think this like that it is wrong to be nervous. It's your interview, you are a fresher. Three people are staring at you, right? Of course you will get nervous, and that is completely fine. To me, that was completely normal. And despite the nervousness, he was able to answer spontaneously. That was really appreciated. So don't think like if you're nervous, something is wrong. No. As long as you're answering it well, it is completely fine. I have seen candidates who were sweating, who have sweated like anything in the interviews, but they were answering. So we have taken them. That's okay. It happens. Students have this, and parents understand that. Okay, so don't think like you should be not at all nervous. That's impractical, to be honest. All right. Yeah. Okay. Others?
basis of his knowledge, he is very good. I rate him 9 out of 10. But there is this one thing I have observed that there was like 2 to 3 times you were asking something and he was not giving a direct answer. So I believe that he has to be more particular related to the particular questions, whatever you are asking, because the panel won't like to repeat the questions again and again. It's like a disappointment for them.
That's what I believe, sir.
Not honestly. I think that's okay. And I must say, this is one thing all of you should do. If you're not clear with a question, then definitely ask it. See, he was facing an interview and you were listening the interview. Okay. And when you're facing an interview, you are more nervous compared to when you're listening to an interview, right? So when we are nervous, our listening capability goes down, right? So it is very important that
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we confirm from the panel what do you mean exactly. Otherwise, what would sound, more wrong is that you are answering something else when panels are asking something else. So it is better that reconfirm that what are you, exactly wanted to know, right? So no problem in asking the question again, or in asking, saying that I didn't get it, what exactly you are referring to. And let me tell you, friends, this is not a core MBA interview. This will be around IT and anything. So there are good chances that you can get into this situation. So be normal, be completely normal. Okay, don't try to make an interview a perfect discussion. An interview is never like that. An interview can never be a perfect discussion. Okay, and if it is a perfect one, it is not a, I must say, an actual interview. It is a prepared interview, right? If you are very good in answering in everything, as an experienced panel, I should make you feel that by asking difficult question that you still know less. If you're answering everything, my questions will get tougher. If you're not answering, my questions will be mediocre only. For example, the best part, if I have to say about Atul, particularly was his explanation around BGC metrics. Was so beautiful, so perfect. I was very, very impressed with that. Okay, so that was one impression. Okay, and then he was having a good understanding of ITC, what he has learned there. So the questions around internships and the project that he has done also was again something quite, very contemporary. It is quick commerce is something which is happening, now booming now. So that was again an impressive factor. But yeah, the BCG metrics answer was so appealing that I was so elated that okay, I am taking this candidate. I will
Thank you
not.
so much, sir.
Yeah. So let me tell you, friends. Okay, not every answer has to be perfect in the interview. There are few places where you do so well that it makes the panel mind okay, selected. Not every answer has to be perfect. Okay. So, and I think from that particular BGC metrics explanation, I was very happy. I asked him some counter questions where he will put Zepto, where he will put TCS, and he was correct. He was correct to answer that as well. And again, his was good as the general knowledge. He could answer the Zepto CU. I was impressed with that because people know about Blink, parent company of Blinkit, and again he went to the eternal level. Beyond Zomato was again impressive, right? And his statistics around his information around TCS and then Accenture being bigger than TCS was also right. Okay, another company bigger than TCS in the core area is IBM. Okay, so IBM and Accenture are bigger than TCS. Okay, all right. So I must say, if I have to evaluate, I have heard all of your observation. So basically, as an interview panel, what happens is that we don't rate candidate in every category. Okay, to us, once a candidate walks out, we think acha tha. We discuss amongst the other two fellow panels and we think he was good. And all of us, nod their head like this. Yes, he was good. Let's take him. We don't go कि उसने ये सही नहीं बोला, he has not answered that. No, the overall impression was good, and I must say, to 70 to 80% in his interview, he was good, right? And that is more than enough. So don't please imagine yourself giving a perfect interview. All right, a good interview will definitely have some questions that you don't know, and in the most of the area, I must say, Atul was able to convince me. So, there are good chances that he will clear the main interview as well. And his confidence communication was okay, was good enough. We don't again have to be, a perfect communicator. All these are stereotyping. Okay, that's okay. All of us have some accent. All of us maybe do some small grammar errors. That is also okay. We learn with experience. So don't think that my communication is not perfect or my accent is not perfect. No, no, no. We are not here to judge, and definitely TCS is not that company, which consider all these things. Okay. So if you have a decent communication, you're able to explain your thoughts, articulate your answers, I think it's enough for you to clear TCS. And yeah, it's a company which want people in numbers. Okay. So they don't, make the criteria so tight. So if you are good most of the time with a good communication, definitely you're clearing it. Good, Atul. A few areas I think we already discussed. थोड़ा सा ये जो transition from civil to marketing है has to be little on the positive note. Okay. Maybe you thought marketing would have better, more opportunities compared to civil rather than, saying civil has no scope, right? ITC में आपके resume में you should mention 27th में TH and 28th July. It is not, TH is not there. Okay, it is an, so जो duration लिखा है वो आप थोड़ा सा correct कर लेना. ठीक है?
And sir, about career objective, is it appealing or?
I must say I am not like a fond supporter of career objective. To me, it should be a profile summary, right? So I recommend people to have a profile summary because career objective is an outdated thing and it is the most copy paste thing. in the interview. People copy paste their, you know, um, career objectives, right? So it doesn't make any sense, right? So better you make a profile summary showing that a result-driven candidate with sales and marketing experience and a engineering background, making it a good combination for IT roles, something like that. Okay, so you can go for profile summary. All right,
And
good.
sir,
Hmm.
in key learnings बहुत ज़्यादा sales पे जा रहा है, so does it?
That's okay. That's okay. अब वो सेल्स में है तो सेल्स में जाएगा ही ना, राइट? इट इज ओके. अच्छा,
और
हाँ बोलो.
आप सर एक क्वेश्चन था, जैसे आपने पूछा था कि आप तुम सेल्स पे किया, आप एफएमसीजी पे किया, तुमको वहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है, टीसीएस पे क्यों आ रहे हो? तो शायद मैंने वहाँ पे थोड़ा मतलब उतना अच्छा
नहीं
नहीं कर पाया मैं।
नहीं नहीं, वहाँ पे तुम अच्छा कर भी नहीं सकते हो. दैट्स अ प्योर डिप्लोमेटिक क्वेश्चन एंड देयर इज नो क्लियर आंसर टू दैट. ओके, इफ यू से टीसीएस, you are being loyal to the company you are sitting for. If you say ITC, you might be, you know, going little practical. But yeah, you have to answer like that only. We just want to see your confidence there, you know, by shaking you a little. Okay, so stick to TCS to the extent you can. It won't be you know, right to give away on ITC, because definitely that's a diplomatic question. And diplomatic questions, there is no right and wrong answers. It is all about how much you are able to defend it rightly. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right, others, I hope you have got good insights from this mock interview and lot of learnings that you have to prepare for your interview. Atul, we would like to hear your experience tomorrow after once you are done with your interview. How was your interview? So it would be
Sure,
good
sir,
if you
sure. I
can
will share.
join tomorrow and share your experience. Okay. And then we will go take Raghu's interview as well tomorrow. And then maybe after some time, Kunal and Darshan. The others who have not have taken up the mock interview wala offering, you can also take up that. You can connect with our team and, you know, see, we are taking mock interviews. I think it is a good opportunity to know your strength and weakness. Like, I think Atul has now got a good idea about his strength and weak areas, and that comes like that only, you know. So, you know, after a detailed interview, and I think we spent around 30 minutes, more than 30, 40 minutes, right?
26 minutes.
26 minutes. Okay, impressive. We were noting that as well. Good. So yeah, so basically when somebody validates you for that long, the more deeper areas comes into picture, right? So you can also upgrade to that by connecting with our team and, you know, by paying the rest of the amount. So that's up to you. But yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so all of you, please focus on your preparation and you have your learnings. I'm sure when you listen, when you observe somebody, you also know what is my weak area. How would I have answered if somebody have asked me this question? So ये सब आपके back of the mind आ रहा होगा. And yeah, please work on that and we'll connect again. You will get the link in the group and do watch the videos that I'm posting on YouTube. Okay. All right. Any questions or shall
Sir,
we wrap up the
sorry
call?
to interrupt.
Bolo, Mati. Yeah.
Sir, actually, I did some courses, certification courses from 4H. One is, I mean, I am from MBA Finance, and I did courses. One is risk management from Goldman Sachs, and consumer small business banking, early job simulation from Wells Fargo, and from CRBE, I did project management. So, should I
Hmm.
include them in my resume?
No, you can include. The only thing is you should mention the ones in which you know which were the strongest one, you know, that you can answer, right? So you should cover the ones, mention the ones that you like the most and you can, you know, defend the most in the interviews. If you mention everybody, people will ask questions from, you know, like any of the course. But you know, you should be mindful there to mention which one you got the maximum learnings and you can answer well. So not, it is not required to mention everything in the resume, only the good and strong areas, because if you mention something, people will definitely ask questions. So you decide which one you want to mention.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else, or shall we wrap up?
Yes, sir.
Like it, bolo fast. Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was looking after the course which you have provided, and
Hmm.
yesterday only I was looking after the course like how to get yourself ready for the interview, what you have to wear, and what are the gestures you have to follow, and etiquettes. Sir, I have one doubt. I have this habit of giving hand gestures while speaking because of my teaching experience. I have
It's
a teaching
okay.
experience of 4 years.
That's fine. It looks good. It looks good. It should not be too much, but little bit hand
Yes,
gestures
sir.
is good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
सर एक चीज
Sure.
पूछनी थी, अभी मैं कौन कौन से एरिया पे इम्प्रूव कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि कल ही इंटरव्यू है, so
You don't do anything, you take a proper sleep. Okay, don't think too much. Tomorrow is your interview. Take a proper sleep. You are good. Okay, sometimes too much of over evaluation is also not good. Okay, we are good, then we are good. Okay, rest depends on our luck. Okay, that is not in your hand. So Okay, take a proper sleep. Okay, remember God in the morning and go for your interview. Okay, I'm sure if you do this way, you will definitely clear it. And rest is your destiny. My best wishes, all the best. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir,
Huh.
sir, can you upload the previous video call?
I will upload it, but I don't want you people to avoid this call live.
Yes, yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Actually, yesterday I was traveling, so I was not able to like listen everything. So that is why I want the
Okay.
only last week.
I will do that. So what will happen now? In the app, I hope all of you have downloaded the app. In the app, you will see another course by the name Recordings of MBA Hiring, or we can also include that in the course itself in the later part. I will make a folder and upload it. Okay. Don't worry, we'll do that. We will get it by tomorrow. Okay, guys, we are good then.
Sir,
Yeah. Okay. So good night and keep preparing.
sir, I have a question.
भाई पूछ लो पूछो यार जल्दी पूछो. Okay.
Yes, sir, I have a question. Actually, do we have to answer in long sentence, or we have to answer or make it short and precise?
Bengalis are very sweet when they speak English. Good. So Devarshi and everybody, good question. So basically, you should be very crisp and to the point. Okay. So long answers are not appreciated, but yeah, that doesn't mean you should avoid long answers. If you require an explanation, definitely you have to stretch. That's okay. But if you answer to the point, it's impressive. So communication should be CCC, clear, concise, and confident, right? So it should be like that. Always speak to the point. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, sir. Sir, how will I get the that mock interview from? That is why I didn't get it.
Yeah. So you just message our team member. They will share you, a link for the payment, and you can pay the rest of the amount. That is 500. So for outsiders, the mock interview is for 700. But since you have taken up this course, you just have to give 500. So you can, pay 500, and you will also be given that mock interview opportunity. Okay. You have my
Okay,
team
sir.
members' numbers now, right? You can message them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are we good, guys? I'm sure भूख
Yes,
लगी
sir.
होगी तुम लोगों को. Okay.
हाँ, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wrap up. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll look forward for your experience. अतुल की बहुत अच्छा गया सर. मजा आ गया. कुछ ऐसा सुनने को. We'll wait for that.
I will also try to make it likewise. कि बस I
ऐसे ही
should get my
जाएगा.
final
ऐसे ही
selection.
जाएगा. Yeah. ऐसे ही जाएगा. Let's manifest that. We should manifest things in life. Okay.
Just
All right. Take care, guys. Good night. See you tomorrow.
good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.